Good afternoon, panel of evaluators, especially to the chairman, Dr. Blanc, and to the members, Dr. Blanc, and especially to our advisor, Ms. Lisa Tyros. We are here in front of you to propose our study entitled Basic Trainees Evaluation on Basic Safety Training in University of Cebu Maritime Training Center. Before we proceed with our discussion proper, we would like everyone to put ourselves in the holy presence of the Lord. Dear Lord, thank you for this wonderful day that you have given us. Thank you also for ensuring everyone's health and well-being today and for bringing us to the point where we can focus our study. In order for our study to be effective and fruitful, I sincerely hope that you will direct, assist, and provide us with knowledge. In the name of your Son, Jesus Christ our Lord, I ask for all these things. Amen. Next slide, please. So, I am Diaz, the lead researcher of this group, and here are my members.
I am the cadet Zenju BP Abali.
I am the cadet Jula Guillermo Jr.
I am the cadet Chris Niyokyo Malunhaw.
I'm the cadet Zyril Q. Villarba.
Start with our, this is our work outline. We'll show you our rationale, theoretical background, statement of the problem, significance of the study, research methodology, research design, research flow, research environment, research respondents, research instrument, research procedure, gathering data, data analysis or treatment of data, ethical considerations, definition of terms, appendix 1A to 1.3, then appendix B. Next slide please. Rationale. Basic safety is intended for all seafarers with all specific safety or pollution prevention duties and offers hands-on training using safety equipment and classroom teaching. According to managers and experts, the degree of a service failure has an impact on customer satisfaction and business results, such as loss of customers and income to a greater or lesser extent. Training evaluation finds opportunities to fill training gaps and even enhance training programs. So according to research, overall training strengthens employees' commitment to change processes which improve their performance. A seafarer that is not well trained is prone to accidents and it can cause human error. If all seafarers underwent such training, it would equip them with skills necessary to manage any situation. Next slide please. Main theory. Assimilation contrast theory. It was introduced by Anderson in 1973, which was based on Sheriff and Holyland's in 1961. Discussion of the assimilation and contrast effect in the context of post-exposure product performance. Supporting study. The study of effectiveness of basic safety training among cross-line students. As part of their safety training, crew members must also learn how to operate specific types of doors, such as watertight and fire screen doors, how to assist someone who has fallen overboard, and what to do if a fire is found on board. It's like this. So related theories. The theory of training effectiveness by third party. Evaluations of training effectiveness must be made at all levels, taking into account how participants respond to the training program with their learning, their behavior, and their outcomes. Next slide please. So establishing the underpinning theories of maritime education and training. So this article expands on the findings of an executive interaction on maritime education and training that was conducted at the World Shipping Forum in Chennai. An inductive technique is used to construct a theoretical frame of reference for evaluating the administration and delivery of MET as discussed and decided at the conference. A study of the understanding of the ship management framework in the industry finds that it primarily runs on heuristics and thumb rules. The industry tends to believe that it is managing well by itself and does not have any external interventions. Next slide please. Statement of the problem. This study aims to evaluate the trainer's facility equipment, the support service provided, and the learning experiences in doing their basic safety training in University of Cebu Maritime Training Center. It is presumed that the trainees have a positive outcome in their work for taking the basic safety training in University of Cebu Maritime Training Center. To understand the research purpose, the study addresses the following research questions. Number 1. What is the profile or responses in terms of maritime program accomplished and maritime school attained? Next slide, please. So, number 2. To what extent do the respondents have evaluated their basic safety training experience in University of Cebu Maritime Training Center in terms of trainers, facilities, and equipment, support service provided, perceived learning experiences? And number 3. What recommendations can be raised on the findings of the study? Next slide, please.
So next is, this is the significance of the study. Trainees, main respondents of the study, maritime instructors, beneficial to the instructors as they will know if the trainee is a future competent seafarer. Staff will know the feedback of the punctuality of its facilities and services. Future researchers, this study is intended to provide an understanding of the training that can be completed prior to embarking on a ship. Next, please. Research methodology. This section covers the research methodologies used in the study as well as the steps the researchers took to address the problems posed. Research design. Descriptive research aims to provide a description of the respondents in a sincere way. The researchers employ this plan to collect data to evaluate how well the basic safety training. Data was gathered by the researchers using a survey questionnaire and evaluation of the training's efficiency. The researchers made sure the information as they collected would be kept private to protect the respondents' privacy. This study attempts to evaluate trainees' basic safety training. It also seeks to understand the age and gender specific characteristics of a seafarer. Next, please. So this is the input. It is from the statement of the problem. The process it is discussed in the methodologies, and the output is the recommendation. Next, please.
So, this is our research environment. This is the map of the research environment. This is UC-MITC and it is located at Alumnus Mambaling, Cebu. Next slide, please. So this is our research respondents. Any trainees that enroll basic safety training in University of Cebu Training Center. Next slide, please. So this is our research instrument. This study uses researchers-made questionnaire. Researchers use a 23-item survey with a accommodation of a Likert scale. Only the computer-generated questionnaire needed to be read by the respondents. The study evaluates the training at the University of Cebu Basic Safety Training Center. Next slide, please.
So the research procedure. Data confidentiality and participant anonymity are ensured. The respondents' consent to take part in the study will be requested by the researchers. The researchers' interest in the trainees' fundamental safety instructions will be seen as crucial to gathering exhaustive and detailed data suitable for qualitative beneficial ways. Next slide, please. Data analysis or treatment of data. In order to determine the trainee's prior knowledge of the basic training, multiple linear regression was used in the data analysis. The data gathered in this study was organized, processed, validated using the following methods. Data collected from the chosen respondents was applied to evaluate the trainees in the University of the Maritime Training Center. The information was then finalized, then checked for mistakes or updates, tabulated and examined. Next slide, please. And the ethical considerations. Honesty of the research, procedures and protocols, duration, risk, benefits, confidentiality and sharing of the results. Next slide, please.
So here are definition of terms. We personally define, we have the term basic safety training. The training is intended to ensure that seafarers are aware of the hazards of working on a vessel and can respond appropriately in an emergency. In this study, it is the training that maintains quality of academic education for fast development and learning to fulfill future work requirement as an engineer or office on board. Evaluate. Then making of a judgment about the amount, number, or value of something. In this study, it is the assessment of the trainees on basic safety training in terms of their instructors, facilities, support services provided by the staff, and their perceived learning experience. Next slide, please. Equipment facilities. These are the equipment facilities used by the basic safety training during their basic safety training at the University of Cebu Maritime Education and Training Center. Learning experiences. These are the perceived learning experiences of the basic safety trainees which they have grasped from the safety training which they have enrolled in University of Cebu Maritime Education and Training Center. Maritime Program Accomplished. This refers to Best MT or Best MARE programs which are accomplished by the basic safety trainees. Maritime School attended. This is the Maritime University attended by the respondents wherein they have finished their maritime baccalaureate courses. Next slide, please. Staff. Personnel from the University of Cebu Maritime Training Center who provide support services to the basic safety trainees. Support services. They are the services provided by the staff, personnel from the University of Cebu Training Center office. Trainees. These are the trainees who have undergone basic safety training in University of Cebu Maritime Education and Training Center, and they are the respondents of this study. Trainers. These are the instructors or personnel who train the students in the basic safety training at the University of Cebu Maritime Education and Training Center. University of Cebu Maritime Training Center. This is where the environment or the setting of this research and these institutions where the respondents are taking their basic safety training. Next slide, please. So here are appendices. First is Appendix A. Appendix A are the transmittal letters. Those letters are for the signature of the dean and the chairperson. We will process it soon. Next slide, please. So Appendix B. We have our researchers made part 1. Part 1 is profile only 1 item, and the part 2 is evaluation 20 items.
This is our motto. There are no training courses to make people bishop. You have to learn the job. By Peter Hollingworth.
So that's all. So we are now ready for any comments or suggestions for the improvement of our research.
That's all.
That's all. Thank you.
You got one.